For the last 30 years, the United States has enjoyed absolute dominance of the skies with an aircraft that has never been shot down and has over 100 kills.
Impact 2, sir. Nice shots.
The F-15 Eagle is that aircraft. And with its impressive stats, it may be the greatest performing fighter of all time. But time swiftly passes, and the Eagle's reign as king of the sky may be coming to an end. That's because there's been an explosion in the number of low-cost, ultra-high-performance surface-to-air missiles. The latest ones are capable of a mind-bending Mach 5. That's 2 to 3 times faster than most fighters, and that simply means no jet can outrun a rocket. And of course, you've got the F-15's nemesis, the Russian Su-27 flanker. But there's a new sheriff in town, and trust me, you don't want to get into a gunfight with this one. Watch out, here comes the F-22 Raptor. The F-22 Raptor is a revolutionary aircraft. It's a jet fighter with groundbreaking avionics and targeting technology that relentlessly hunts down its prey. It's a stealth fighter. It will see you long before you see it. And by that time, you're already history.
It is a phenomenal machine. Revolutionary capabilities in terms of handling the airplane, stealth.
The F-22 can dogfight, bomb, and attack. It's faster, more maneuverable, and more lethal. It's unbelievably agile. It can turn on a dime. Better yet, the Raptor can go deep into enemy territory in surveillance mode, gathering up intelligence and transmitting it to every friendly aircraft in the same battle space.
We have the ability to act as a command and control. We have the ability to act as a bomber and drop bombs. We have the ability to act as a fighter and shoot down planes.
The F-22 Raptor is setting new standards in aviation. And that's why I'm at Langley, Virginia, to see the future of American air power for myself. Lieutenant Colonel David Nardi, call sign Scud, is Assistant Director of Operations for the 94th Fighter Squadron. He used to fly F-15s, now he's hooked on the F-22. Why is air dominance so important?
Historically, and to quote, the guy that controls the airspace above tends to control the battlefield. So when we can, in Gulf War I was a great example where you saw tons of Iraqi vehicles destroyed along highways and stuff. We were able to do that because we owned the airspace, and the enemy did not. As a result, our guys moved freely, guys operated freely, and anybody who we didn't want to be there could be taken out almost instantaneously.
A good fighter needs to leave the enemy with no chance of escape. But they'll be watching for you, so you need to defeat their radar. That's why stealth technology is essential. The F-22's basic shape is designed to deflect radar, and it's covered with several coats of radar-absorbing material. This means that the F-22 registers as just a tiny blip on the enemy's radar and won't be identified as an aircraft that's about to come in and unleash havoc. The Raptor is designed to carry its weapons internally, so its stealthiness isn't compromised. But the F-22's neatest trick is dogfighting. And when you're scrapping it out in the sky, stealthiness isn't enough. So the F-22 is incredibly agile.
Simply put, because of the maneuverability, because of the stealth, it's never a fair fight. We tend to get there without them knowing we're there, and once we start turning, the airplane has such exceptional maneuvering capability beyond any other fighter in the world today that nobody else can really compete with it.
The Raptor is so nimble it can take on several aircraft at one time.
we go out and, you know, we're typically 1 versus 4, 5, 6, and it's still not a fair fight. A lot of times they're not even aware that you're there, and they're dead.
No, the airplane is so good, you actually don't get a real good look at it unless you're having 4 guys coming after you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Or more.
Right in front of the pilot's eyes, and the pilot can customize that display so he's got vital info right there when and where he needs it.
He can actually set up his displays any way, any configuration he wants. He can have his engine data on one display, on right, left, or in the center. He can have his munitions somewhere else.
Captain Henry Shantz, call sign Shadow, is one of the lucky few who get to fly this magnificent machine. He used to pilot the F-15. Now he flies with the 27th Squadron, and he's a Raptor convert.
And you have the ability to move all these electronic displays just by using your hands and using your thumbs and fingers there, what we like to call playing the piccolo, get things to move around. So it's just a real dream. You can look up through the HUD and see a whole bunch of different information where you don't always have to take your eyes and put them down inside of the cockpit.
The F-22 sensors give the pilot a 360-degree full-color picture of the battlefield, and the data is color-coded so you can see at a glance who's doing what. But in a real fight, brains aren't going to be enough. You also need serious muscle, and the F-22 isn't short of that. The engines are This bird is fast. It can reach over Mach 1.5 in level flight without even having to use its afterburners. So at high altitude, it can cover a lot of ground really fast. Why do you need that kind of speed?
Dogfighting if it's necessary, but usually just even evasion from threats that are coming up from the ground or anything, if he's ever seen, then that kind of speed is handy. And of course, taking the munitions to the fight. You get them there quicker. You can launch JDAMs faster, so their impact is heavier.
Being stealthy doesn't mean the F-22 lacks firepower. It can attack anything on the ground or in the sky.
The weapon system has a huge variation of weapons, so no matter where our attack is coming from, we can attack right back.
Its weapons configuration is the same no matter what the mission. The Raptor packs 2 1,000-pound bombs, 4 heat-seeking air-to-air missiles, and an onboard cannon ideal for dogfighting. When that arsenal is unleashed, the enemy won't know what hit him. The F-22's predecessor, the F-15 Eagle, has an incredible strike rate.
I think with the missile drops and the bomb drops that we've done, I think we've been, within 6 feet of target every time?
Exactly.
Our accuracy rate's like 92% or something like that. That's unparalleled with any aircraft.
What is it like working on an aircraft that nobody else can find when it's in the air?
Navy guys hate it. We went up against quite a few Hornets while we were in Alaska, and they walked with a lot of respect after that.
The F-22 Raptor is the new generation fighter aircraft leading the way through the 21st century.